All right, we are live with a slightly longer intro than normal. Whoa, we're a little washed out too now, aren't we? This camera has had a mind of its own lately, I'll tell you that much. Let's see. There we go. A little bit better there. Yeah, we are back. A little bit longer of an intro than I wanted. Something came up when I was about to sit down and start the stream. But we're here now, and that's what matters. We are back for a beautiful Sunday night stream. Shadow, as always at the beginning of the stream, welcome in. It is great to see you. I hope you had a good weekend. I hope you had a good day. Actually, I hope you had a good weekend because I believe it's the start of a week off for you. So if I remember correctly, you have this whole week off. So good for you, man. Hope you had a good weekend to kind of kick off your vacation, and good for you, man. But we are back for a chill Sunday night stream. So we were doing a race, not a race, but a pursuit more rather, to Champ 2 the other day. We didn't get it on stream that night, but we did, in fact, get it the next day. Or maybe that same night. I don't remember. Just didn't do it on stream. I think I had something going on, like I wasn't feeling well or something like that. Yeah, it was the first night of my cold. Which I still have, still going on, but definitely am feeling a lot better. So we are back for another stream. And we're going to see what we're going to do. I'm not sure. We might run up games on the alt account, perhaps. We're working on playing with a buddy, trying to get him more comfortable. And he's like Diamond 1, Diamond 2 right now, trying to get him pushed up into eventually Champ. So we're going to see if he wants to run some. If not, we're going to just be on the main. Let me message him right now. See what he wants to do. Because if he doesn't want to, then we will just run up games on the main and see how that goes. But the process of getting into Champ 3 took so long. Dude, I saw that you made it into Champ 3. That is awesome. Congratulations. That is super cool. For like, oh, that's rough, dude. That's so stressful. When you're in like that Div 4 position, especially for an extended period of time, and it's the first time that you've ranked up into that next rank, it is so stressful. So being there for like 5 or 6 games has got to just be super stressful situation. But good for you, man. That was sweet. You sent me that picture that you had made it into the next, and they made it into Champ 3. So that is awesome, dude. Congratulations. That one streamer in 2s. The one you're telling me about, the one that we don't talk about, that streamer. Is that perhaps the one you're talking about? All right, well, while we wait for his response, I say we do a rank duel. We haven't done rank duel in a while. See, here's the difference, though, is you actually earned your MMR. But again, we don't talk about that streamer. we don't talk about them. That's funny. What are we doing here? A little bit of a rank duel. The first one didn't even load. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Let's get these freaking, no, not playback. Quality needs to be a little bit higher. Let's see what we got for the first ranked duel. Good kickoff. It's a ones match. Ones are hard on ranked duel because the skill division could be so different. So that's 3, 4. Fuck's sake, man. Holy. 1, 2, 3, 4. And normally, I would say that the opponent, like I would say, like it's maybe a freestyler, right? Not like that. That's just smurfing, perhaps. But the opponent has no boost, so he can't do anything here. And he's in a ones match, so he can't go backboard either. He kind of just has to hope and pray that he can block that there. But it's also ones, and no one is ever their actual rank in ones. We're going to call it a GC, maybe? Hey, let's go. That was an insane clip. Was that 3 or 4 by the end of it? I think that was 4. It was an insane clip. Good for him. That was a nice shot. Oh, this one's a bit louder, yeah? Just casual 2s match. Well, not casual, but... Oh, no, it's a 3s match. Decent enough rotation by everyone in the lobby. Goes up, gets a reset. That seems good enough. I'm thinking high champ, honestly, because it doesn't seem fast enough to be a GC lobby.
No.
He's fine, love.
He's going to pick up the light.
Oh, yeah, let's not mess with the light back there, buddy.
Hey, leave it. No.
Got the little munchkin going to bed.
No.
And he is still very sick. Oof. Sorry about that. If that peaked the mic a little bit, it was a little loud. He's sick, so he's usually not that cranky. He's just not feeling good. All right, so let's see. Good pass from the aerial. Good follow-up from the teammate. Good challenge from the opponent. What are we thinking? High champ here? I don't think it's a GC lobby. If it is GC, it's low GC. But I'm thinking it's a high champ lobby. Because I feel like if that was GC, the guy off a backboard would have had a better challenge. He went a little quick here. We're going to call it a champ. Oh, it was grand champ. My mistake. I think it's a low GC then. Because I feel like that opponent isn't jumping for that effect, or like that without effect in like a higher GC lobby, like GC 2 or 3. Let's see what the last one is. Loud. That's what the last one is. They just keep getting louder. Okay, so we are in a 2s game, this one. Whew. Dude, why is Rankle so high tonight? Wow. It's a good fake challenge at first. Opponent gets beat. I know it kind of sounds crazy, but I'm thinking that this might be a diamond that just peeked out of his mind, because everybody else in the lobby, it might be champ. I'm probably going to vote champ, but everyone else, like this guy in net isn't doing anything, and then his opponent or his teammates just watching it happen too, which is good, the right thing to do for his teammate, but he's also too close. So if you see right here, let's go back just a little bit. His teammate, if it was a little bit higher, he'd be positioned back farther, either here or here, expecting a pass. He's not going to do anything with this. If the guy who has the ball misses or is passing, he's not going to be in a good enough spot to react to it, and this guy isn't doing anything to try and get anywhere in the play at all. And the first guy gets beat pretty aggressively. We're going to call this one champ too. I hope I'm not wrong. I feel like it might be a diamond who peeked out of his mind, but we'll call it a champ. Go with your gut, kids. Told you, man. Told you it was a diamond. Should have just stuck with that. Should have just stuck with my guess. That's an insane shot for a diamond. The crazy thing is, too, with that shot, he didn't... Like, the flip reset looked a little unintentional, not going to lie. I think it was... He was going for something different. Realized he got the flip reset and then did something with it. Because what he did after the flip reset definitely was not unintentional. But I think getting the flip reset was. That was good, man. That was a good clip. Not the best Rankle from us. We've definitely done better in ranked before. Oh, come on. There we go. All right, we're going to switch over, and I have not got a response yet, so we'll see if he's around later. But for now, we'll at least get warmed up and stuff on the main and kind of see what the night holds. That was a crazy shot for a diamond. All three of those shots were really nice. That second shot, though, I'm surprised. Like, that had to be low GC. Yeah, dude, when we were playing threes the other day, not doing aerials was very challenging. Even just basic stuff was very interesting. But I think it was a good, I think that was a good, like, not necessarily like training for him, but a good place to start to show that, like, because he was jumping for a lot of stuff. So for context, what Shadow's talking about, I have another buddy who just started playing the game, like brand new to the game. And we're talking like he's still in casuals and his casual rank is like 350 MMR. Brand new to the game. You know, silver, gold area. And he was jumping for a lot of stuff that he probably, like, in a normal sense of the game, he should have been jumping for it. But if you don't have those mechanics, he definitely shouldn't have been jumping. So we spent we spent 2 games showing him that you can challenge stuff and you can win games. And we weren't even sweating. But you can win games and challenge stuff and score goals and all this stuff without having to do any sort of aerials. So for the entire next 2 games, we did everything with the most we could do on offense and defense was, oh, that's horrible, was double jump. No boosting in the air. No real aerials. And we won. And we got scored on a few times, sure. We missed a few goals, sure. But we won. And I think that was good because, like, he's low, but the accounts that we were on were not as low. Like, we were in, like, Diamond 2 equivalent lobbies. So they were faster for him anyways, but we were in Diamond, like, I think it was, like, Diamond 1, Diamond 2 casual lobbies. And we won both games without aerials. And so it was a good, like, practice to kind of show him, like, you know, get your ground comfortability down first before you even attempt aerials. And not to say that, like, you can't try them, but it shouldn't be his go-to. And that seemed to help him quite a bit because we still were like, you know, if you think you have a chance to touch the ball in an aerial, go for it. And I think he scored 1 goal off of going up in the air, and he got, I think, like 3 or 4 saves from it. So it was definitely good. But then, like, he also, after seeing us not go in the air, like, at all, those 2 games, he stopped going in the air as much. And it, like, even with just those 2 games, it helped him so much more. Yeah, I was surprised too that we ended up that high in the alt. But, like, that's kind of the thing. Just doing your placements, like, for the alt account, you want to do your placements in quick, or not your placements, but like your rank up games to get into ranked. You want to do your casual games quick, so you like try and sweat them out because you get, like, XP and all this stuff. But the more you sweat out in the casual games, the higher your casual MMR gets. So it was kind of funny, but I think it was good for him. There's no reason that, it was a little bit fast for him, being that he is probably like silver or gold, but it was fine. Twas fine indeed. Buddy text or messaged me back, so I'm gonna see if he wants to run some up. He's playing another game right now. We'll see if he wants to run some up in a bit. We'll see what he says. But until then, we're gonna get warmed up. I've really been liking the idea of doing rings maps again, because I did that rings map the other day. I can't do it in this car. This car gets too dark on that rings map. I've been doing them, or I used to do them quite a bit, and it was pretty beneficial. Let's see what car I want to do it in. Yeah, just a bright colored car. And it was going pretty good for me. And then last time I tried a rings map, it was definitely not as fluid as they used to be for me, which indicates that I could benefit from being in rings again. So we're just gonna run it. See how it goes. I'm not gonna be doing anything crazy, like trying to do, a lot, because if you watch my gameplay, you know that I am not very good with air roll. When I do my aerials, I am very much so Monkey Moon, Lethamyr style, just straight path to the ball. NRG has a new team, yeah? Tell me about it. Fill me in on the details. But you know that I am not a very air rolly kind of person. So if I've been struggling on the rings maps, I was trying to do that one sideways. If I've been struggling on the rings maps, then I think it's probably beneficial for me just to do it like how I normally aerial. Occasional, air roll here and there, but... Alright, this is gonna screw me up again if I try to hit this sideways again. Kind of not feeling super comfortable on the rings map right now. But again, I used to say this before when I used to warm up with the rings maps. They are really good warm-ups. Just to kind of, even if it's not really practicing aerials, which it is, but it's just good warm-up to get your fingers warmed up. Get your reaction time and your fingers kind of warmed up. They're a good warm-up. I definitely don't do it every single time, that's for sure. Garrett, FK, and LJ. That's kind of a crazy team, yeah? Holy. So we got Garrett, G, First Killer, and LJ, huh? So who's taking LJ's spot on SSG? Because SSG lost LJ and I can't think right now. Who is it? It was Hoxer, Chicago, and LJ. So they lost Chicago because he retired, and now they've lost LJ to NRG. So is Hoxer still on SSG? And if he's not, what does that SSG team look like now? Brand new team. I'm surprised that LJ left SSG, especially to go to a team like NRG. Not to say that NRG is a bad team, but to me, SSG and NRG are kind of in the same category. So it's like you're trading one for the other. But obviously, he probably had his own reasons, whether it be different coach, different team, monetary reasons, whatever it is. I'm sure LJ had a good reason for it. You don't switch teams up like that if you don't feel like you are making the right decision. Unless he got let go. But to my knowledge, I didn't hear anything about SSG intentionally making roster changes. So that would lead me to believe that it was LJ's decision to switch teams. I wonder how it works too. Like, are these kids under contract, or are they like kind of free floating? Like, do they get signed for only a season, and then every season they renew for the next season, or they go and find a new team? Because obviously, like, they're all free agent, I would imagine. I mean, maybe there's agents for Rocket League, but I would be surprised, at least in NA, if I would expect to see like sports agents for Rocket League, I would expect to see them in like EU if they exist. Oh, I thought I still had my jump there. I was trying to do something that I screwed up. That's kind of an interesting thought. Like, is Rocket League, or let's just not even say Rocket League, like, is esports big enough? And I don't know the answer. This might just be an obvious answer to some people. I genuinely don't know. Is esports big enough to have players have agents? Or are they all still like technically like a free agent kind of deal? That's an interesting thought. Because if they all have agents, or not if they all have agents, but if there is the potential to have an agent, that kind of opens it up to some crazy things as far as choosing teams. Because obviously each team only has 3 players plus a sub, right? So why am I so bad right now? So every team only has, 4 players, but really only 3. So I don't see there being a huge market for these players to have agents. Especially, I think it really would depend on like contracts too. Like, how are these kids getting their contracts? Are they getting multi-year